Well, it's Old Boys Day here at the Curry Sports Ground, and I'll tell you what, it's going to be a fantastic clash between the home side, the Curry Bulldogs, taking on the Macquarie Scorpions in the commentary box today. Dave Dryden back for his second week. What's going on, mate?
Oh, not much, mate. Just come up for a bit of footy, so should be a pretty good game. I'm pretty excited.
We've just come from Charlestown, and if you haven't caught up with the score, the Newcastle Rebels went down today to Monaro in, many are saying, a bit of an upset.
Yeah, mate, I think it is. Like with the players that have played in the Rebel, like you look, a lot of them are really, probably punching maybe 50 bit more games in first grade. So I wasn't quite sure if Monaro had that sort of depth in their team. So for me, it's a big shock. So a lot of them young boys that were playing are in really good form. So. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, look at the vibe coming from this ground. The Macquarie Scorpions are on the field as we speak. The Old Boys, well, they're pumping in the shed. It's Old Boys Day. And we've also got Jake Hawkins. He'll be down on the sideline for us here on Bar TV Sports. Quick tip for this afternoon's match?
Mate, I'll have to go with the Scorps. I think the Scorps might be just a little bit too polished for the boys, but for the Curry boys. But by all means, I don't think it'll be an easy task for them, especially the Old Boys. That kennel gets very loud back in the end of the game. So, mate, my tip, Scorps.
Tip Scorps. All right, then. Well, we might pounce back up into the commentary box. Jake Hawkins is actually just coming through the gate as we speak, and we'll be back for round 7 of the Tooheys Newcastle Rugby League.
Cut off.
All right, here we are, lads. Guys, here we are for the Curry-Macquarie game today. We're just shaking hands here now.
So let's go through the Macquarie Scorpions as they'll take to the field today. At fullback is Mitch Manson. On the wings is Matt Hay, and also for Varley, Eli, Cantor and Jeffrey in 3 and 4, along with Scotty Briggs, Andrew Subner as we see kick-off, Matt Jeffrey, Chris Hyde, Isaac Briggs, Randall Briggs, Simon Allen and Blake Gallen. Interchange of Noble, Russell, Alchin, Swaddling, and of course the Macquarie Scorpions, they're coached by Adam Betteridge. The Bulldogs, they look this way. Jerome Haynes at fullback, on the wings as Mark Walker, and also Kate Hardy in the centres along with Nick Howe. Ryan Walsh will go to 6 along with Tyrone Walsh. The 8 is Michael Steele. The 14 is Ben Wyborn. 10 is Brock Gilmore, along with Brady Hammond, Jaden Young and Mitch Cullen. And the interchange bench today for the Curry Bulldogs here on Old Boys Day is Moore, Tafua and Mick Campton. And of course they're coached by Ronald Griffiths. Dave Dryden is in the commentary box. We've seen the first set of 6 unfold. What are you expecting this afternoon, Dave?
Oh, mate, I'm thinking it's going to be pretty physical from both sides. So pretty physical, fast paced. First set of 6, is probably setting that standard. So yeah, can't wait. Should be good.
Jake Hawkins is downstairs on the touchline. He's made his way across from Central. Mate, the Rebels going down to Monaro earlier today in the Country Rugby League Grand Final.
Yeah, what a start to the day for footy. It was a nice physical game in there this morning, but I was really looking forward to get out here and watch this game. A few matchups. The Briggs brothers against the Walsh brothers. They've got a big pack, both of them, so I look forward to today's game.
So Haynes goes across and collects the ball for the Bulldogs. That's him on the screen now as they come charging back into the defensive line, and the Scorpions are there to put him onto the ground, and of course that was Gallen. They go now from dummy half, Ben Weinborn. He's not playing in jersey 9 this afternoon. He's in jersey number 14, so look out for that as they come down the short side. And there's the first knock on as we go down to the touchline, the Jake Hawkins first knock on.
Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate there. I'll just wrap the Walsh brothers, and they've come up with a mistake, but you know, Macquarie will probably capitalise here. They're a good side, and yeah, we'll see what the Briggsy boys come up with here.
So tiny knock on there, Dave. Opportunity now for Macquarie.
Yeah, mate. There's a really good chance here. Looks like Briggsy and his little back line are starting to get something together. So hopefully this works out. Here they go.
So here they do go. Dus Hunhaus, one of our sponsors as well here this afternoon on Bar TV Sports. This is Simon Allen. He's wrapped up only 5 metres out from the goal line. Plays it back there now to Hyde. He finds Briggs. This is Subner. Out the back to Manson. Oh, unfortunately, Royce Jeffrey, I think it was, Big Dave Dryden has put it down.
Yeah, he'll be pretty filthy with that, Royce Jeffries. Good opportunity there to get over the line first. And, mate, he'll be right. He's pretty aggressive. He'll come back here and try to make up for that result. So, should be good.
A referee today is Graham Stair, along with Dylan Clark and Greg Ricketts, our touch judges. Well, the Macquarie Scorpions coming third on the Newcastle Rugby League competition ladder. They're coming off a football-free weekend, Jake, as we go back down to the touchline. So they should be fresh and really eager to impress you this afternoon.
Yeah, you'd think so, but you know, some teams don't really react to that. They like playing footy every week, so you know, I'd say it's probably a challenge in itself. But then again, yeah, they're a quality side, so I wouldn't put anything past them today.
So the Bulldogs going up through the middle. This is Nick Howe. Got a good offload in him. We know he's dangerous. We know he's the son of Tuara Nick Howe, the former NRL player. Back to Ryan Walsh. He's going high into the air. The ball bounces, picked up here, and the Bulldogs are going to put the boot to the ball here, Dave, and see themselves going back and see it go dead. Was Matt Hay.
Yes, that wasn't a bad little nudge from Campo. He'd be loving that. I think he might be out in the backyard with his young fellas practicing them kicks, but would have been a really good result if that had stayed in.
Yeah, Jordo, I think he's picked up his game lately, old Campo. I seen last week he was out on the edge and he's run a hotline and set the fullback.
Yeah, I've seen that. He's like a big bottle of red wine, Campo. He's working out pretty hard and regularly posts selfies on Facebook and Instagram of his triceps and biceps getting a bit bigger. So he looks in great shape, Campo.
Have you seen the one of him with the love hearts on his cheeks?
Yes,
how good's that?
That was very cute, wasn't it? It was very cute. I seen that in the Mad Monday that I was up here, the year I played up here. Campo looks similar in that on Mad Monday.
This is Matt Jeffrey giving it away now to Subner. He's got support. Back to Manson. Try to the Scorps. After 5 minutes, they leave Dave Dryden by 4 points to 0.
Yeah, that was a good passage of play from the Scorps then. Lovely little support work on the inside, finishing it off really nice. He's got a lot of toe, the one. He was really quick. It's like a little greyhound at Wentworth Park. It's lightning.
Look at this. It was a great ball. In and away. Support your ball carrier. And away they went to score underneath the post. Mitch Manson. Well, that takes the score now to Macquarie 4, the Curry Bulldogs 0. And just have a look at the crowd over there at the Old Boys Hill in the bar. Gee, they've been there all day and having an almighty time. That looks like the place to be, Jake, as we go down to you on the sideline.
Well, Well, I'm glad I'm on the sideline not playing today. Played out here a fair few times with the mob over there in the bar, and they get a few tins in them. They don't mind letting you know that you're out here at Curry, so no, good on them.
Dave, what's it like coming here to be, hearing that from the old boy shed?
Mate, as a player, you don't want. There's nothing anything better. They're really vocal and they give you plenty of energy. As an opposition player, you definitely don't want to be that player down in the back left corner. You're just getting abuse hurled from everywhere, and sometimes you think that cans of Tui's News sprayed on you, or saliva, one or the other. Doesn't matter.
You're a front row though, Dryder. You should be used to that. But no, look, that try there from Macquarie, it just shows the quality of their outfit. They're real professional, and they've got a simple game plan that just seems to work for them.
So the Scorps. Let's go back down to the touchline. What's happening down there, Jake? You got a bit of information for us, mate?
Oh, I wish I did. No, Macquarie's game plan's pretty simple today. So we'll just see if they can get through the middle here and muscle up and put some more points on.
As we see now, Gallen, the trooper, taking it towards the 40-metre line. As they bang the ball downfield and it goes into touch. As Jerome Haynes says, I'm not going to play at this. Now, as we go down to the touchline, that must have been close to a 40-20.
Well, I don't know if it's the same touchy as we had here last game, but we thought we got a 40-20 here too, and unfortunately got overruled. So that one's a bit touch and go as well.
So Isaac Briggs in number 8. Originally in 10. So a jersey swap for the Macquarie Scorpions. Heading into this Old Boys Day battle, unfolding on Bar TV Sports. There's Gallen again. What's it like to play against Blake Gallen, Mr. Dryden?
Mate, it's tough. He's a pretty tough competitor. He's a bit like Nate Miles. He likes putting his head in some awkward spots, and you definitely feel the bumps and bruises after. But he's pretty crafty. He's got a bit of ball playing him in as well. So you got to be on your toes with Gal. He's definitely a talent and deserved the Player of the Year last year.
So that's Mick Campton throwing it out the back door. Haynes has lost the ball, picked up by Macquarie, and Andrew Subner's dropped down about 30 metres out from the Curry line. The Scorpions finding Gallen. He throws it one way, goes himself, and he's being picked up and driven down there by Campton.
Good tackle from young Tyrone Walsh. Yeah, a real small man on a big man.
They come back through the middle, the Scorpions. Campton's in there again. This time it's Chris Hyde. He goes away to Isaac Briggs. Briggs within 4 metres of the Curry goal line. Hyde, he's with the ball. He goes from dummy half. He finds Subner. Oh, Manson, he gets up and tries to go again, but a penalty is forthcoming off the whistle of Graham Stair. Let's go touchline. Jake Hawkins is down there. That happened right in front of you.
Yeah, well, was it right in the action? No, you can really see what the pressure of your defence can provide. Macquarie muscled up there in defence, and now they've got the ball back and on the attack.
Dave, Jake's got a great spot down there on the touchline. Where would you rather be, mate, up there or down here?
Nah, mate, I'll take up here in the nice air-conditioned box, so it's nice. It's keeping me out of that cold weather anyway.
Jake, you've been dudded twice this morning and this afternoon.
Yeah, I got a bit wet earlier on, and now I'm just copping the wind.
No try. Touch judge has put his flag up in front of the Old Boys. Oh, listen to the racket, Dave Dryden. They must have not have been able to score.
Yeah, all day they'll go the graveyard and the old Boys shed. They'll be very vocal, and I'm sure Teese will be hearing some nice words of encouragement after that effort. It was unlucky from him.
This is it here on the Bar TV Sports replay. Vavavi Eli, Thiessen He knows his way to the try line. He's been associated with the Scorpions for a number of seasons now, and he's a prolific try scorer, just like Jake Hawkins used to be when he was playing in the Illawarra Rugby League competition. He was no slouch. Still no slouch, now playing with the Maitland Pumpkin Pickers. They're going around tomorrow, the Pumpkin Pickers. Do you like pumpkin, Jake?
No, I don't mind it. That's actually my favourite soup, pumpkin soup. So it's perfect weather for that now, and it goes well.
You've also got, along with our other sponsor, the Dus Hun House at Hamilton, you're associated with hairdressing these days. Tell us what that's all about, mate.
Yeah, I get a bit of a fade every now and again, just mix it up. But 2285 Barbershops come on board with Bar TV. They're in Cardiff, and they've now given us some vouchers for haircuts to play over the match for our live game. So today, us three will have to put our heads together and pick him out of the match, and they'll get a free haircut. Just
on that, Jake, you reckon Gal would love a free gift voucher for a hairdresser shop? Or
has he got a missus? He might be able to palm that on. But he might be able to get a polish.
Yeah.
Gallon with a polished head. I'd like to see that. You'd see it from Mars. When you come to your barber shop, as we see now, Nick Howe trying to get away with the ball and go for the line, but he can't, being called back and a penalty given. Is it really the shine with the polish of the hair I'm talking? Like, can you actually see it from the navigators, from Mars?
I don't know. I'm not real fussed on hairdos. I'll just try and fit in with the crowd, but I don't know. You might, Drodo, I don't know if he gets a fair haircut. You might have to ask him.
Who, Gal gets a fair haircut?
No, you, mate. You involved in haircuts? You like it?
Oh, mate, yeah. I don't mind. I go to 2285 as well. So he's good mate of mine owns that. So
here's a chance for Curry, but Macquarie were back there to save the day, and they've been trapped in goal here, fellas. So we're going to have a goal line dropout. Nice little kick there, Dave.
Yeah, it's a nice little nudge there from little Tyrone, I think it was. So he's younger brother to Luke, who's over with the Catalans. So the whole family are really good football players. So he's taking his chance up here at Curry. It was sad for him to leave West. So it's a bit of a loss for us, actually.
Fair bit of banner coming from the old boy shed, Jake.
Gee, they don't mind it out here. I guess at times it's good when you need it. You need a bit of fight revving up. But, wait till the second half and they've added probably 4 or 5 more schooners.
This is Cullen. Now to Wyborn, finding Mick Campton in 20. Oh, onto the chest there. Is that Brock Gilmore? Just came straight off his chest. Gilmore.
Might have been a falcon, that one. That might have been put on his chin. Is there a replay we could have a look at?
Dave's after a falcon. What are you after, Jake, down on the sideline? You after a falcon?
Oh, it would be great to see that early in this game.
The good old falcon. It's actually entered into the Oxford Dictionary. Maybe if we can make words up, we might get another go. Next reprint, Jake. What word would you like to put into the dictionary, mate? Polish. Oh, no, polish is probably there.
Yeah, the polish is probably there. I don't know. Come back to me later. I'll think of one.
Thank you. Dave, got a word for me?
Nah, not really. I don't have any. I steal a lot of my words.
We just make words that we don't really know the pronunciation, like how to say it, let alone know what the word means. Hey, Jake?
That's right. Just like introducing me to someone else this morning.
Yeah, how did that go down again?
I just rolled with it. I just let you go and corrected you after and said my last name was actually Hawkins. So right.
There you go. All right. Very good. We like reinventing the wheel here.
Yes, we do.
Here's a penalty. Curry. Haven't seen too many penalties off the whistle of stare, but we're seeing one here. Not a bad crowd over here on the western side of the grandstand too. Right in front of Jake Hawkins as we see the Bulldogs. They're about to bang the ball into touch. And Dave, not a bad kick for touch. They've been able to find touch about 20 metres out from halfway.
Yeah, a bit of a piggyback for Curry coming out of their own end. I thought thought Toronto were trying to build up some momentum and get him down in the corner and keep him down there with some solid defence. But as you can see, they're already on the halfway line or near there after 2 or 3 tackles. So might be a bit of a tide changing now.
So the Dogs running straight into Andrew Subner. So Saturday afternoon rugby league on Bar TV Sports as Campton tries to bump his way into the defence of the Macquarie Scorpions, and I think you'll find Brad Russell came off second best there.
Got a spray off his captain too. Captain started pointing at him and I guess demanding a better effort from him. Blue Eyes he'll come back from that, but old Brad Russell, we call him Blue Eyes.
We're on the theme, Dave, of haircuts this afternoon. All the big topics in Newcastle Rugby League, and I'm just casting my eye to the Macquarie Scorpion number 11.
Yeah,
what do you make of that one?
Randall
Briggs.
Yeah, Randall Briggs. He's played with him in the All-Stars, and he went and got a haircut the day of the game, and he looked a bit like Sonic the Hedgehog with his hair everywhere, but he's got it nice and tidied up now. Randall, I put a little post out that I was helping you out again, Pete, and I got inboxed consistently for a few days about Randall wanting a little shout-out. So there you go, Randall. You got a shout-out about your hair, mate. So the next one will have to be about your football and not your haircut.
Rugby League in 2017 is very metrosexual, isn't it, Jake?
Oh, jeez. There's plenty of things that happen in rugby league, and that is definitely one of them. But back to the footy. Got to cross back to... I'll go back to Drydo. Look, Macquarie are obviously the team to beat, I think anyway, and they've been playing some good footy. Today, we're at Curry Ground. It's hard to play here. What do you think they've got to play to beat them today? How do you think they've got to go?
Oh, mate, that's just before we get on that. That's not what you're telling me when you ring me. You're like saying the pumpkin pickers are the team to beat. now that you're there, and you were telling me that you were better than Till. So, mate, I think Toronto just got to get back to what they do best. So start going direct and challenge Curry up the middle because there's Campo and Mitchy Cullen and the bloke having a run now, Gilmore. So. Mate, besides that, I think that's where Macquarie might get him. So I think that's what Adam will be looking after is just the forwards bashing them up in the middle.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks for that, mate.
No worries, Jake.
Isn't it great to have Jake Hawkins and David Dryden in the commentary box? We've got entertainment on and off the field. It's brilliant stuff. We love that. That's why you're here.
Yes, that's why we're here, mate. Yep, for sure.
Hey, Dave, you got the story about this bloke down on the touchline this morning. I'm talking about, Mr. Hawkins here.
Yep.
He ended up over at the Country Rugby League final this morning.
Oh, did he?
He was on the commentary box. He got the gig on the sideline, mate. How would you be feeling about that? He got a bit wet.
Wow. Did he really?
Yeah.
Who's the bosses at Bar TV? I thought my performance last week was all right, and I don't get the call up for the rep game. That's nearly almost prime time. How'd you get that?
Got to look after loyalty employees, mate. I've been there, 12 months more than you. But yes, you did do well last week, and I was scared I'd actually get a bit of a gig this game, so I'm happy about that. But here we are, Macquarie back on the attack.
Guess the talent's a bit low down in Illawarra, is it, Jake? Silence is great.
Isn't it good to have both of these fellas in our Saturday afternoon commentary box? That's the 40-metre line. Hyde. In the top 3 of the NRL rookie program on Channel 9 last year. This is Randall Briggs. He's been sandwiched there from Jaden Young. They come the left-hand side of the field. Subner. Nice play, wasn't he, out the back door. There to Mitch Manson. And he's wrestled into the ground. Over the top there, of course, from Jaden Young again. So they come back through the middle of the field. Briggs is with the ball. That's his second touch in this set of 6. So last tackle, look for the run, and the kick may come. They might even chance their luck. They wanted to give it a chance to Farvey Eli out there on the wing, but it just came unstuck as we go down to the touchline. Mr. Hawkins.
Yeah, that play was on. Like Scotty Briggs is good on his feet, good pass, but just didn't find the mark there. I'd say if that found his chest, they were probably over in the corner. But look, I reckon Curry have sort of got it on top of Macquarie at the moment. Bit of pressure, and Macquarie are starting to crack.
First change, I think, for Curry's come on. Big Dill Jones come on in the front row. Dill actually represented Philippines last year, I think. He's another little West Junior, so there's a little plug for him. Show a bit of loyalty for our bird gang.
And of course, the Philippines at the moment, a nation in mourning following the bomb that ripped through the hotel. All our thoughts with everyone associated with that on. A very sad day for the nation. Australia stands side by side with the Philippines. A lot of our call centres have gone over to the Philippines. That's the halfway line here. This is round 7 of the Newcastle Rugby League. As the ball comes back then out of Hammond. 45 metres out. Last tackle. Back then out of Ryan Walsh. The leading point scorer for the Curry Bulldogs. Impact at its best there. We heard that up here in the commentary box. It must have been one hell of a hit through your headpiece down on the sideline, Jake.
Yeah, that was a bone crusher, that one. I heard a few this morning at the rep game, but I guess here, bigger bodies, bigger men, so that one really rattled him.
So that's the second tackle here on Saturday afternoon Rugby League. The Graveyard in sunshine at its fullest. We've had a bit of rain in and around Newcastle in the last 24 hours, but they haven't received much up here in the Hunter Valley as Gallen trying desperately to fend away there from Mitch Cullen. Dropped into the ground, 45 metres out here from the Bulldogs goal line. Getting to the ball. Away now to Briggs. They cut out Manson. This is Nathan Cantor. 10 metres in from the touchline over there on the opposite side to where we're broadcasting from. Here's the kick. Sumner's coming through. They better play out at the Bulldogs. Sumner's lassoed them into the ground. It's going to be a goal line dropout. What a great play there by the Macquarie Scorpions.
Yeah, that was a really good play. Great little kick in there into the goal line. And I think there was a bit of mix-up between the fullback and winger there to see who was going to clean that up, and it resulted in a good result for Toronto. And I think the Bulldogs might have took a bit of gas out of Macquarie just a little bit here. They seem to be throwing the ball around, and Toronto seem a little bit under the pump.
Penalty forthcoming to the opposition as Elchin hit the ball up. So he hasn't blown too many whistles, too many penalties from the whistle, has he, in this match so far? As we go down to our camera in the stairwell downstairs, as we see Brad Russell hitting it up before he's claimed over the top there from Brock Gilmore. Back to Gallen. Great ball. Russell. He's underneath the black dot. Macquarie lead 10-0.
Yeah, that was all class from Gal. That was a great little short ball. Good line from Alkin as well. I was talking to Aves a bit earlier and was asking about Ty, and he gave Ty a pretty good rap. Just does the simple things when he comes off and puts him in the middle. Adam and Aves gave him the job of just keeping it simple, and he done the job there and got a try for Toronto against the Grain.
So that takes the score to 10-0 on the Bar TV Sports scoreboard. Have a look at the old boys over there, bathed in the afternoon setting sun as Gallen goes up and has a chat to Stair. Just waiting for a kicking tee here. Jake, you might have to go out and hurry things up, mate.
No, I'll back Scotty in for this. No, but on that, what Drydo was saying there, that was all class, that try. And I really like the way Macquarie play their footy. Yeah, they're under the pump and they always get back to basics. And it looks like they just play to the middle of the field and have a half on either side and see how they go. But just Scotty Briggs there in that last sort of 5 minutes has really shown his class. And he once was the backup to Andrew Johns, so he's got a fair few skills behind him.
So Scotty Briggs. That's his equation. Stabs at it, and the touch judges raise their yellow fluoro flags. Here's Greg Ricketts. Reminds me of Glenn Lazarus, our touch judge out here on the wing, don't you think so? The senator? I don't know. He might have him covered.
Yeah, he was very Glenn Lazarus-like. He's got the same stride as him. Or George Rose, one of the two.
What do you reckon, Mr. Hawkins, down on the sideline? Have we got a Glenn Lazarus lookalike in our Tooheys Newcastle Cup?
I think I might pass on commenting because I've still got to play tomorrow.
With the pumpkin pickers. Of course, Jake Hawkins going around in the Illawarra Rugby League competition. And the Maitland Pumpkin Pickers, well, you've got an almighty clash tomorrow. Tell us a little bit about the talk throughout the week. What's the game plan up against the opposition, mate?
Look, honestly, we haven't really spoke too much about like West and how we can beat them. Like, we need to really play some good footy. You know, we got to worry about our own backyard, and it will be a tough game. West are, another class outfit, and we're at Harker, so we need to turn up on the day. And I think Drido's out injured, so that's one plus for us. So, yes.
Are you hearing this, Dave? He's not giving much away, is he, mate?
Yeah, I heard a little bit. I heard my name getting called out, so I can only imagine that's a sledge. So, coming from Hawko, I'd say it definitely was, but... Yeah.
Brotherly love, mate.
The Scorps have definitely picked up the tempo here in the last couple of minutes, that's for sure.
As they come the left-hand side of the field, they're looking dangerous. They may even get their third of the afternoon, and that's exactly what they've been able to achieve. The scoreboard ticks out to 12-0.
Yeah, Hyde just jumped out, showed his class, and sort of went himself, bit of white line fever, and got the points. And Scorp's definitely starting to get over the top in the arm wrestle, I think, at the moment. So be good to see how Curry respond.
Well, Jerome Haynes was trying to do his best to stop the ball from getting over the line, and he's no weak fullback, is he? Got plenty of body strength, but somehow the Macquarie Scorpions, through their determination to pick up a 4-pointer, have been able to make that a success for them. So Scotty Briggs had a few opportunities to convert tries here in the first 30 minutes of football here on Bar TV Sports. This is probably one of his most difficult of the afternoon. He's about 15 metres in from touch. Let's go through the commentary side. Do you think he'll get it, Jake?
Yeah, I'm going to back him in. He's not a bad goal kicker, Scotty, so I'm on him.
Dave?
Mate, I'll have to back him in. I don't know what the wind's doing because, we're in a glass box and air conditioned, so I'm not sure what the weather conditions are outside, but I'd have to back his ability here and put this over the black dot.
He'll bring this one back around. It is a sensational kick.
Straight over the Xbox.
Brilliant.
Gamble responsibly.
Here comes Glenn Lazarus pumping back up over the halfway line. I don't know if we can get a shot of Lazo. He's downstairs with the good guys. There's only 3 men in pink. So we've got a 3-1 chance, boys. We'll get a shot of him shortly because I think it's worth noting that he is a dead set lookalike in our Newcastle competition. Don't you think so? What about last week, Dave? We had a Sam Fireday lookalike.
Yeah, we did. Big James Livick. He's... I caught up with him after the game and told him that we gave him pretty big raps, and he said he's watched the replay about 12 times since Sunday, so he must be pretty happy with the exposure that we give him.
Gallen. He doesn't need the exposure. He's just one of those old-time workhorses. He just gets the legs pumping and just wants the ball at every opportunity. He's on the left-hand side of Hyde. It's not going to go to Gallen. It goes to Briggs. They cut out one now to Manson. He's through the gap. Support on the right-hand side. And Cantor. He finishes off yet another Macquarie Scorpions try. They are on fire.
Yeah, that was all class down the right end, the right edge with Scorps. Briggsy going to the line. And I think they've really started to single out the Welsh boys, unfortunately for them. they're sending a lot of traffic and making them think on the spot. And just there, young Ryan made the wrong decision, straight through him.
Again, there's the man, Scotty Briggs, with all his class. Just takes it to the line. Nice little short ball. Chris Hyde with a good vision to go down that edge. But again, Macquarie, just that simple game plan seems to work. They just get to the middle, play to an edge and get a half either side and start to work. Righto. In or out?
Oh, mate, you got to go with form. So he's 3 from 3. If I'm gambling responsibly, I'll back him in.
There's our man. Here's Lazarus. Don't you think it is, or I'm just having a moment that I need to go to OPSM? Can I get some confirmation that this does look like Len Lazarus?
Yeah, it definitely does. It definitely does.
Everyone's got a look-alike. They they say that I look like Mr. Bean.
That's outstanding, Pete. Here we go. 4 from 4, Mr. Briggs. Stay tuned.
Well, Jake Hawkins, you've got a very special guest down on the sideline. Frank Spencer's down there.
Hello, everybody. Nice to be associated with the Newcastle Rugby League. This is Frank Spencer, live from London.
Okay, well, Frank, you better get back into your... go see Betty. Everybody's out here today. It's fantastic to be up here at the graveyard. And, Jake, you just never know who you might see up here at the graveyard.
Mate, that air-conditioned box up there is getting to you too. I think you should get down into the wind, get down into the crowd. The old boys are going crazy in the box, so... Look, I look forward to the next, 20-odd minutes to get through this arm wrestle and see who comes out the other end.
So Hyde, great to have, of course, Hawkins and Dryden in the commentary box, along with special guests down on the sideline. This is Gallen. Of course, Dave Dryden, a big fan of some others do have him, and especially Frank Spencer. I'll try and get his autograph for you later in the afternoon, Dave, as we see the kick going down to Jerome Haynes. Under pressure, and they force him back into the in-goal area, do they? No, they don't. Did well there, the Bulldogs, to get back into the field of play. How good was that passage of Newcastle Rugby League? That was a little bit of... The ball's out there, centre of the field. Crowd, I'd say up around 1,000 in here for Old Boys Day. Great turnaround and great response from the locals up here.
Solid shot from Gal there in the middle. Curry were trying to get a bit of a roll on there, and Gal just stood in his ground, and solid defence.
There goes the kick off the boot of Ryan Walsh. 2 tries this season. He's booted home, 14 goals. He's the Bulldogs' leading point scorer and also sits second on the Newcastle Rugby League leading point scorer list with 36 points to his tally. We're also getting confirmation through from the Country Rugby League about the under-23s country side. We might quickly go through that side because I know a lot of relatives were asking us to read that team out once we do have confirmation from the chairman of the Country Rugby League, Inchock Anderson. Varvey Eli will come to that side shortly as Varvey Eli is being wrestled into the ground. Last tackle now for the Scorpions here on the graveyard site. Plays it back there, centre of the field. Back to Briggs, cuts out Gallen, goes away to Subner. There's the kick going downfield. Sits up there now for Cliffy Tufua. And there he goes, all Cliffy, and runs straight back into Royce Jeffrey before he's brought down about 21 metres out from their own goal line. Jerome Haynes again. We might quickly go through the side that has been announced by the Country Rugby League. At fullback, we'll have Jamie Gilmire from Lakes United, Sim Bigkin from the Queanbeyan, Thomas from Belconnen. Jacob Gagai has also been named in the side. For Pulei from South, he's named in the squad along with Jake Lawrence, the local plasterer. Maitland Lincoln Smith is also in the side along with Jared Smith, and Sam Keenan is in the side, and of course they're going to be coached by Josh Cale. So a number of Newcastle Rebels have come through to that side, which is good to see.
Yeah, it is really good to see. probably being a bit biased from this this region, but I think there's a few players that should be can be a little bit disappointed in that side. Being a bit biased, I think young Willis was a bit rough to miss out, and a couple other ones, but great work by all of the Rebels boys in there. Little shout out to Sammy Keenan, well done, mate.
He had a phenomenal game, Keenan. They didn't get the biscuits, but he was one of the Rebels' best out there, I thought, along with Gilmire at the back. And let's not forget that Lakes United had 6 players in that Rebel side today. So that just tells you the youth coming through the Seagulls at the moment as Gallen runs onto the football. We mustn't have long to go in the first half. What have we got, about 4 minutes or so?
2 minutes 30.
2
mate.
minutes. Comes back to Alchin. Or Cade Hardy from Wickham. Went high. Cade Hardy's out there, but his mate Hayden Granger, he's no longer out there. He's still injured, I think, Granger. I'm not 100% sure about that, but I don't know what's happening to Granger. Jake, you might know. Where's Granger?
The Granger's come to better pastures, mate. He's come to pick some pumpkins. He's coming over with us, so he's been a great buy for us, actually. He's played some good footy and even better bloke off the field too, so good to have him.
As scrum being formed here right on the 40-metre line. Well, I didn't realise that. So Granger's no longer a Bulldog. Great, as you said there, Jake. Great pickup for the Maitland pumpkin pickers. I thought the likes of Granger and Hardy, gee, they go hand in hand, don't they? As the ball comes out the back down out of Manson. Away this time now to Sumner. Running back on the infield. This is Brad Russell. Oh, straight into Campo.
Yeah, Campo gave him a bit of blunt force trauma on that tackle. Old Blue Eyes will be feeling that one, but he's tough as nails, Blue Eyes. He'll get off, he'll shrug that off and go again.
Here's a chance. Sumner. Straight into Fua. To the left. Back down to Matt Hay. He says, come and catch me.
Strong carry from the winger.
A few metres out from the goal line. The Scorpions attacking again.
Massive numbers to the right, Pete.
They're up quickly. And Scotty Briggs.
Good pressure from Time there, coming off his wing and shutting that down. Made Scotty fumble that ball. Wasn't the best service, but yeah, great pressure from young Time.
Jake, how's the Maitland Sports Ground coming along, mate? What's the latest with the ground?
Yeah, we were meant to play our last home game there, but the grass just wasn't quite right. But hadn't caught on properly. They had a bit of issues there, but it looks fantastic. And that's a high shot there from Time. This is really bad. That's he looks down for the count there.
Oh, it's on here, I think, boys. Bit of
love.
Yeah, turn back the pages. Oh, that echoed really loud in our glass box, but yeah, it's turning back the clock. That was vicious. That head high. That really sorted him out. But I think young Walsh is laying down.
We'll just try and slow this down as much as we can to see what.
Oh yeah.
Well, Nick Howe's gone
straight across his chops.
Gone high, hasn't missed him, and then a little bit of niggle here as we keep it rolling. Let's just keep an eye out here. And that's how the boys continued on with it. So the siren has gone in the background. It's 24-0 up here at the graveyard. And Stair just laying down the rule book to both of these sides.
Just hope young Ryan Walsh is all right there. He's getting a bit of treatment on his knee. He's a great talent, little Ryan. Plays way above his weight. He's got a good kicking game, so hopefully he's all right. He might help the Curry Bulldogs come back into it second half.
Very vocal, as you'd expect from the old boys over there. It happened right in front of them. Been here since 11 o'clock. It's been a big day of rugby league up here at Curry. There they are there. Got the races on in the background.
Oh, go the one.
Loving their moment in the shed over there.
It's a really good
good initiative, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's a really good setup over there. The old boys have done a fair bit of work in there, and it's pretty disappointing. They get a lot of people breaking in and ruining it inside and damaging the old boys' shed. So, but yeah, it's a really good facility for the boys.
So we go to the drinks with Macquarie leading by 26 points to nil after the conversion was successful after Stair awarded a penalty to the opposition. So we'll take a break. We're about to head downstairs and go interview a few of the fans. Dave Dryden and Jack Hawkins is down there willing to go. So we'll bump downstairs. We'll be back on the other side of this. It's half time. It's 26 points to nil in front of a very parochial Curry side. Yeah, well, 26 points to nil, Jake, as we head over to the Old Boys shed here. I guess a lot of people coming here wouldn't have expected a big score at half-time like that.
Yeah, no, not the way the game started either. It was really physical and nice and close, but Macquarie, I don't know, every week they just seem to find something there and they just blow those teams off the park.
Yeah, definitely. What do you think Adam Bettridge is saying at half-time? He'd be over the moon.
Yeah, I'd say he'd just be saying stick to their game plan, which it seems like they're doing. Yeah, and just playing through the middle and finding their half. Scotty Briggs and the other half there seems to be really dominating the Curry defence. So, yeah, I'd say they'll just stick to that.
On the other side of the coin, Ronald Griffiths, he's just saying, boys, we just have to restart the clock and come back into it.
Yeah, it'd be a bit of a pride thing too. It's like their Old Boys Day here. They've got to come out and really take it to Macquarie, muscle up and probably try and bash them out of the game, really.
Yeah, that's pretty much the only way they probably get back into this game. As we have a look around here, it's pretty good at half-time. We've got the kids allowed to come out onto the field over here. We've got the Old Boys over there in the sheds. Not a bad crowd in here. Coming here, mate, Old Boys Day, it's always something special, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess I'm probably lucky. I haven't played an Old Boys Day here against these guys, but any normal weekend you come here, they make it known that you're here and that they don't like you here.
Well, I mean, you've tasted both country rugby league success, haven't you? I mean, you've been down there in the Illawarra. You're back here now in the Newcastle Rugby League. What have you noticed so far between the two comps, the Illawarra and the Newcastle?
I've noticed that they're fairly close. Yeah, I guess in talent and competition every week. So, and that's why when we met in the final 3 years in a row there. So, yeah, it's been great. It's been great.
All right, well, we might head over here. We might walk and talk. Who do you think? We might go interview a few of the Old Boys. What do you reckon, Jake?
I think I might watch you do that.
You want to come for a walk?
I'll come with you, but
we might need backup, mate. Well, come over here, ladies and gentlemen. This is half-time. It's 26 points to nil. These boys over here have been here all day. Jake Hawkins and everyone's here. They're all here. But right now, have a look at this. These are the guys from the Curry Sports Ground. How are you? We're live on the Rugby League World Wide Web at the moment. World Wide Web. What's it like being here on Old Boys Day, guys?
It's bloody brilliant, mate. Free piss all day. Watching Curry get beat, nothing better.
Yeah, it's not a good half for Curry. What do you?
They'll be back. They'll be back.
What do you reckon their coach will be saying at half time?
You won't be happy, but you know they're a second half team, Curry. They love it. Coming back down to the Old Boys. I'm sure they'll bring it home.
Pretty vocal over here. Great to see. Hey?
Culture, mate.
It's the culture.
Strong culture in Curry.
What do you? It's God's country, all right.
Yeah, what's the coach going to say after?
What's the coach going to say? Stop slipping off the tackles, you know. We've got to work together, you know. It's a team environment, you know. Hit the legs. We've got a shooter at the legs, mate. 3 in tackles. Work at markers, mate. Push up one line, no gaps.
Who's going to win in the second half?
Curry!
Dogs are coming back. Yeah, mate. Dogs 10 points. 38-32. 38-32.
All right. Well, we better get back up to the commentary box. Enjoy your day. All right, so 26 points to nil, and we'll be back for the second half after this.
And we're back now, back with Curry as I can look down the big Gal shaking his head at me. Righto, no more kind words for Gal as Hawko's running up to the commentary box. Haven't seen him run that fast in about 5 years, but must really like the job. So, young Ryan Walsh looks fine. He's back on the field. Waiting for the whistle from Graham Stair. Big Ty Ouchin takes it back. Met in some solid defence from the Bulldogs. Looks like they've come out pretty fired up. Welcome back, Pete.
What do we miss, Dave?
Not much, mate. Just a bit of a kick-off, and looks like the looks like the Bulldogs have come out of the sheds energised.
Jake, always good to get amongst the faithful down there in the old boy shed.
Gee, I don't know what to say about that. It was, I'll say it was an event. Righto.
Yeah, mate, it looked like you were having fun. You're all teeth on the cameras, so you would have fit right in. Being from Manila, Tamworth, you would have been right in your element over there.
With my Harry Potter scar too, doesn't look any much better.
Yeah. Well, how did that happen? Was that playing football or someone said you fell out of bed?
It felt like I fell out of bed when I got his elbow, so make up what you like.
Yeah. Who was that? Was that last week?
Yeah, mate, it was last week against Cessnock. One of the big front rowers. I probably won't do that again.
Oh, yeah, big Kurt Warden, maybe. Big prop that played at Wyong.
So Cullen, I think he's lost the football. Oh, so close, yet so far. He tried to reach out, and the ball has just come straight out from underneath him, Jake.
Gee, I don't know. Might have to see if there's a replay there, but I don't know if he dropped that. I thought that was a try.
What did you think, Dave?
Yeah, mate, I thought he got it down as well. I think Stair might, I don't know if he got the call from a touchy or he's seen that clearly, but yeah, it looked like he had got that down. Pretty disappointing too from the Curry. Would have been a good response coming out of first half.
So this is Nathan Cantor. A way to hide. This is Simon Allen rumbling into Nick Howe.
Solid contact there from the boys on the edge. You could hear that in our glass commentary box.
It's not very soundproof, is it, Dave, this glass commentary box?
Nah, it's not.
There's a bit of a breeze coming from through the cracks as well.
No, that's the aircon, mate. That's the aircon.
Oh, that's the
behind you.
aircon. Must be a Dakin aircon. Jake, what's it down on the sidelines? A bit chilly down there too.
Yeah, no, thanks for that, guys. I'm a bit jealous of yous up there. I'm freezing down here. This wind.
Oh, solid.
Good kick chase there, Scotty Briggs.
Young Mark Walker for Curry there. He's Ryan Walker's little nephew or cousin, I think. Played with us in a TRL touch comp with the Yowies that we took out. He's very, very fast, young Mark. Hope he gets into some clear space, and it'll be good to see if Thiessen out here can chase him down.
Hey, look, just notice here, Scotty Briggs might have come out with an injury there on that kick chase. Looks a bit ginger. And here we go again, another bit of working out if I want to go for coffee later.
It's a bit of fire out there with the back row from Curry. I think he's the one that had the big fight with Central a few weeks ago that resulted in a fair few players getting cited. So I'm not quite sure this is the team that he'd want to be making a little bit angry. I think there's a few boys in there that will match aggression with aggression, and we'll see if he takes his medicine and has this hit up off the penalty.
There's Greg Ricketts. So Wyborn. Oh, what a shot. Randall Briggs says, come and get that. Walsh.
A little joke on Randall. He was messaging me and he was like, give me a shout out, mate. I don't have to give you a shout out with that left shoulder. Great tackle, buddy.
So they head into the middle of the field. It's come off a dog. And it's on the ground. Scrum will pack down, this time 30 metres out, right in front of Jake Hawkins.
It just seems Curry like they're really trying to force their hand. They don't need to do that. There's 35 minutes to go. There's only 26 points down. And like we said at half time, they just need to come out and really muscle up. But, yeah, they're just throwing the ball around. And, yeah, that's just a mistake that just shouldn't happen.
Newcastle Rugby League, thanks to Tui's in 2017 with Dave Dryden and Jake Hawkins. Very athletical, these guys going around from both sides. And speaking of athletes, Drydo, I was told throughout the week, mate, that Walls End Athletics, does that ring a bell, mate? But I got told, now can you just confirm this or not, I'm being told that you used to go to the athletics at Walls End as we see this play being unfolded down to the 30-metre line, but you kept getting disqualified, mate, because you couldn't jump. Would you like to just confirm that or deny?
Mate, that's definitely a porky, and I'll bet you that come from
Adam Bettridge.
Mate, that you know why he's done that?
Why is that?
Mate, he has so much resentment against me. I was the under 8s, 9s and 10s athletics champion down at Wars End, and he's filthy. He was filthy that I used to beat him over 100 every Monday night. I've still got the shot put record, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah, still got the shot put at.
Nice.
But yeah, I couldn't really jump.
You just got disqualified.
I got over the bar once or twice. I don't think I got disqualified.
That's why you're on Bar TV.
That's why I'm on Bar TV. That's why Adam's a coach too. Should just ask him how his football career ended. I think one of his mates might have hurt him in a tackle. I'm not quite sure. Might have to chase that one up, Pete.
All right. That's the question for the soapbox this week. And Dusfun House, our match day sponsor here at the Curry Curry Sports Ground, as Briggs sending Nathan Cantor back on the inside. Taken down there by Ryan Walsh. So Scotty Briggs in jersey number 6. Sending it away now to the big number 17, the big bopper in Swaddling. Straight into Hyde. 6 points so far, Chris Hyde, for Player of the Year. I'd say he'd be up there for another few points so far. Let's go down to the touchline. Jake Hawkins, what do you got for us?
Yeah, I'm just going to go back to Dryddo. Was that Swaddling's first run? He's come on a bit late.
Yeah, I think he is. And look, it must have been his touch that got that try. He's had one hit up. I don't remember seeing him in the first half, but strong carry for the big fella in his first carry.
He's quite handy through the middle there. He's probably the biggest out there. He looks like he's put on a few kegs too.
Oh, I'm not going to comment on that, Jake. That's a very sensitive matter for us middles, mate. We don't really like it. I don't think the green and gold does anyone justice. Same as the red and green at West. That always looks a bit tighter. And
mate, I'm just lucky we wear black.
Yes, you're very lucky you wear black. Should try wearing a headgear too. Might need one tomorrow.
Nick Howe. Friendly rivalry in the broadcast box. We like that. The big day tomorrow. The Pumpkin Pickers taking on the Bird Gang, the Rosellas.
We had I just got a message off the boys. Mark Tafua said, "Tell Jake Hawkins I said hi and I'll see him in the middle." I don't know what else that meant, but yeah, he just said hi.
Here's a chance for the Bulldogs. Scotty Briggs ended up seeing Hammond in the middle. Back away now to the Dogs, trailing here on home soil. Back to Nick Howe. He got away from Hyde. He's still going, Nick Howe. Nick Howe's got a good offload in him. Back to Haynes. They're keeping it alive. Cullen still going. He got the ball out the back. This is Gilmore. He straightens the ship and he's brought down here. 20 metres out from the goal line. Wyborn back there now to Walsh. He puts one back into the end goal area, but Gallen's there. And Jake has to take the ball over the dead ball line.
Yes, very good play there from Curry. They're back. That's what they need to do. Just get involved and muscle up and complete their sets. There's a good repeat set here, but I better respond to Dave Dryden's, so I don't know, sledge or attack or whatever you're going to call it. To Phil saying g'day. Let's move the game to Coronation Oval and see how he likes the cricket pitch.
Oh, okay. Well, I can give a bit of inside info. That cricket pitch hasn't had one drop of water in about 3 weeks, so don't worry about Coronation Park. Brett Lee would be off 40 steps throwing bounces that all day at Harker.
I think everybody's getting their tickets as we speak for this clash tomorrow between the Birds and the Pumpkin Pickers. This is Campton.
Just got a tweet, mate. They just asked if Coronation Park was on hold because they had to pay you, Hawko, for your sign-on. Is that why there's no grass?
Mate, I'm a loyal player, less paid, just play for the love, just like commentating with you, mate. Free of charge, and just enjoy it.
That's good to hear, mate.
And we can't forget handing out free haircuts too, of the polished variety. Here's the kick in towards the end goal area. And Hay collects it right on his own goal line. So the Tui's Newcastle Rugby League, 4th season right here on Bar TV Sports. This afternoon in the box, we've got Dave Dryden, and down on the touchline in front of the parochialism of the crowd up here is Jake Hawkins.
Ooh.
Listen to them. Listen to the reception.
Mitch
Yeah,
coloured.
here they come now. Old boys are loving this. This is exactly what Curry needed to do, except for that penalty, but that's what they need to do. Get Macquarie to crack under pressure and try and fight. Curry should just keep muscling up in defence.
That's where all the racket's coming from. And they've just jumped at Doomben in race 7 too, Dave.
Yeah, Jeff Floyd might be on something there, but just quietly, if you can see the bloke with the Parramatta hat, Big Darcy with a Curry jumper, he has got one of the best sirens that comes out of his voice. He's really good. I'm pretty sure he's barred from the Newcastle Grand Final because he set off a siren a few years ago when everyone stopped playing. There was still 30 minutes left in the game. Be good to see how Curry responded. I think that penalty was a bit unlucky, but mate, if they're going to try to get back into the game here, it'd be good. They really need to muscle up here.
So halfway line. This is where they're starting their impact through Adam Swadling. Gilmore dropping off. Hyde finding Gallen. Brock over the top, along with Wyborn. Stare. Just being told, telling Gallen to go back and play it. Hyde goes short. So they're down inside the 20-metre zone of the Curry Bulldogs. That pass is on the ground. Crowd saying forward. Jay, do you reckon that was a forward pass?
100%. The pass before that I thought was forward as well, but I guess the refs can't be everywhere, and it's a tough gig, that.
Got young Jordan Noble out, number 14. Doesn't have much of a big frame on him, but a few weeks ago we played him, and he definitely throws everything into his tackles. He whacks up very good for a little fella.
Just in case you had a bet at Doomben, Egg Tart got up, paying $3.20 on the tote.
Hawko's just said he used the grass budget to win that, so he's just put 30 grand
I
in
did
his
back
pocket.
the tart. Everyone loves an egg tart.
Scrambled.
Yes. Nice bit of protein for the afternoon.
Beats the banana, Dave.
It does.
There goes the high boot.
Swinging around that one.
Manson's underneath it. Takes it well. It's like flipping an egg in the sky. He took it well, came down with it, took it nicely. Now we see Thiessen Vivali Eli forming a good pairing, isn't he? As we expect Royce Jeffrey alongside him in four tries to Royce Jeffrey in 2017. That's
Just
the
gotta,
halfway line as they're about to rumble past.
I just got a message off Terrence. See you, mate. Pete.
Yeah.
Said, not only my favourite front row, but you're my favourite commentator. I said, thanks, Terrence. And he goes, that's all right. And I asked why he wasn't here, and he said, mate, I'm over in Bali. And it says here, just back here checking on my country. It's good to see the great coverage from Bar TV. So if you're still listening, T, and you're not in the swim up bar in the pool, hello, mate. Enjoy your stay. Tell your people I said hello.
How good is that? Terrence CUCU in Bali listening to the three of us call the Newcastle Rugby League.
Now
Wow.
That is a picturesque holiday, isn't it? Swim up bar. He's probably got a cruiser or something. He doesn't
Yeah.
like beers, I don't think.
Yeah.
And, mate, just listening to the great coverage from Bar TV.
Inside the 40. He'll be watching this from his villa. And Vivali Eli, Terence be wondering who is going to attack him. Well, Brady Hemmon answers Terence's question.
On Terence, Drido, how do you think you'd feel if this game's going?
Oh, mate, he's probably like all players that aren't playing. It's probably a bit hard to watch because I think the score line doesn't really justify like how it is. It's pretty physical out there, and I think if Terence was there, he'd definitely be creating some damage up the middle and keeping the Scorps forwards on their toes. So,
yeah, I think you're right. They lose a bit, with him not at 9. He gets them going there, and he's good in defence as well. He's really aggressive young little fella, so I'm sure they're missing him.
Good tackle there from Nick Howe. And Ryan Walsh. So Simon Allen. This is the last tackle. Briggs says, let's go high. Biggest kick of the afternoon we've seen on Bar TV Sports this season, I reckon. That was up there into the clouds, wasn't it?
yeah, it's bringing down some rain with it, I think. It's a pretty high kick, swirling around. Good chance for Scorps to go ahead a little bit further if they get past the white line here.
So Scotty Briggs getting it away now to Blake Gallen. It's time to probably cast an eye over our man of the match this afternoon. Could it be this man? Getting the try for the Scorpions. Nathan Cantor in 3, just pinned the ears back, Jake, and went to the line and got there.
Yeah, it was a great try there, but Macquarie's game plan, again, just nice, simple footy. Everyone knows their role, runs their good lines, and that's what happens when a good footy team puts on a good performance. But I'm probably going to go Scotty Briggs man of the match today. And Mike, if it's my pick, he's been everywhere, goal kicker, been good in defence, and runs his side around really well. Drido?
Yeah, mate, he has. He's done his job well. He's got that bit of class about him, and you can hear it now that we've slid our glass from the commentary box open a little bit. You can hear him barking his orders, which is what you want from your commander, and he's done it. He's done a really good job out there. Just on that, mate, you haven't really stopped talking about Scotty Briggs. Are you trying to get a starting jersey for NAB in October long weekend? Is that your plan here?
No, mate, no. I don't even think I'll be playing the knockout this year. I'm not sure. See how the body holds up. I injured myself playing last year, so might be a cursed thing. No, he's a good fella. I've played footy with him before, and yeah, so yeah,
mate, he is. He's a good bloke. Real hard competitor on the field, like all the Briggs boys are, which is what you like to. It's what you like to see as he kicks this. But we've jinxed him, and he's had a shocker.
So the Dussun House will be giving away one free meal and a Stein for one of our players of the matches as well. Get a ticket in his buy, the bar raffle.
Just received another picture message off Terence. Said, hashtag living the hard life as he's laying up in Bali with his budgie smugglers on. Hashtag budgie smuggler.
Are you a fan of the budgie smuggler, Dave?
No, mate. I go to the beach. I wear longs.
Jake, longs, shorts, tight, long, waffly.
I'm a fan, but I don't wear them at the beach, if that makes sense.
Just getting a tweet through from Stephanie. She's wondering, where do you wear them?
No, they're actually good to wear under your footy shorts. I don't mind that. You don't get the wedgie and not real uncomfy. So They're really good football wear, so that's what I use them for.
Another weapon, I guess, mate, just to step up that performance. Speaking of the Scorpions, haven't they stepped up to the plate here this afternoon? 30 points to 0. A little knock-on coming now on the 40 of the Bulldogs.
It's a bit unlucky there from Swatter. I was just about to give him a rap. He's been on for the last, 20 minutes, and he's actually been punching out a few hit-ups. So unlucky there for Swatter. I'm sure he'll make up for it indeed. Watch out for that right forearm coming out. Probably have it backed up from the goalpost.
Nice collision between Varvielli. Now over the top is Cantor, assisting there with Mark Walker. Let's go down to the touchline.
Just want to check in on Drado, just to see how that foot's feeling up there in the box.
Yeah, mate, it's all right. We've actually got some nice recliners up here to call the game in. So, mate, the foot's up on the stool and it's really comfy.
Well, because I'd say we are mates, I'm a bit worried about your physique in the next couple of weeks. So you're not going to play footy. How are you going to keep that nice, solid frame of yours up?
Oh, mate, just do what I always do. Just go to the gym every day. No, I don't know, mate. I think the family block of chocolates that I eat every night probably will have a different say to that. But yeah, I don't know. Might have to go through Cole Sanctuary to get a nice program done up for me.
No, mate, that's a good response. But all the best in your recovery, mate. And I hope to see you out there soon, eh?
Thanks, mate. Thanks. Yeah, I hope to get out there soon, but didn't really receive too much good news this morning when I saw Dr. Halpin, and it's a little bit worse than what we thought. So I was thinking weeks, and it could be more months. So might not get out there, but yeah, enjoying the time up in this Cummins box. It's fun up here with Pete.
No rush to get back onto the field, is there, Dave?
Mate, not now. Not now. If I'm a regular here, mate, I'll be happy to keep eating me chocolate and call some footy. It's fun.
Of course, the Maitland pick is coming up in the next few weeks as well on our live stream. Next week we have the spare weekend in the Newcastle Rugby League, but we do have one game as a catch-up. Macquarie taking on the Central Newcastle Butcher Boys. That's next Saturday at 3 o'clock. Here's a chance. Down inside the 30. Great try-saving tackle, wasn't it there? Bulldogs being shoved over backways in front of the parochial crowd. Now Gallen's in there for a second go. In front of Greggy Ricketts. Back through the middle. Backer comes now. Two more. Gallen's in there again. Everywhere Gallen. Moore slowly to his feet. Wyborn. Back to Ryan Walsh. He finds Jerome Haynes. Here's a chance out wide. They might get one. They have got one. Mark Walker. He goes over to the faithful's delight in the old boys' shed. Great execution there to spin it.
Yeah, that was really, really crafty from the boys there. It was a nice ball from young Walsh to hit Jaram, and Jaram showed his class and got on the outside of Briggsy there, and mate, just a little bit too fast and put a nice ball on for walks. Really nice connection that was going on, and it's probably what Ron quoted on this morning.
So there's the try scorer on screen as the afternoon setting sun goes away. Coming up to 20 past 4 local time here on the east coast of Australia. As Ryan Walsh looking to bang over his 15th goal in 2017 from right out on the chalk. He's been able to nail them from all over the park so far this season. He's bringing this one back around. Has he got enough hook on it, Dave? No, he hasn't.
Nah, mate, just missed out. Not enough. Not a bad attempt from young Walshy. Just on next week's game, Pete. Who Who do you think will get that? The Scorps have obviously put on a good display here. Scorps versus Central, led by courageous Brad Murray. What's your thoughts on that, mate?
I can't wait to get out there next week. Should be a cracker of a game. Adam Bettridge up against Barney Miller as well, coach on coach. That should be an interesting battle off the field. Yeah. I think after this dominant display, if they can keep this going into Central, being at home, they haven't lost at Macquarie in a couple of years. What is it, 2 years? Yeah, but as we saw today in the Country Rugby League Championship, Monaro, too good for our Rebel side. So anything's possible, isn't it? But
it is.
I think Macquarie next week. Dave, who are you on?
Mate, I might go for, as much as I'm going to get a sledge off Adam, I'm going to go for the Butcher Boys. I think just a few things that I've seen today, I think the Butcher Boys might be a little bit more composed. I might give it to it. But, mate, I'll back the Butcher Boys on the back of the future ninth immortal, Brad Murray. He'll love that. So, Brad, if you're listening, mate, don't make me look silly. Prove Pete wrong.
Jake, you going for a draw, mate?
No, I'm sorry to say, but I actually agree with Dave there. I think Central really showed what they can do every week, so I actually look forward to that. And quite funny you've mentioned the Ninth Immortal. It's, I think it started off with a self-proclaimed Ninth Immortal, wasn't it, Dave?
No, mate, no, he's the next one in, not JT or anything like that. It's Brad Murray.
Good fella too, so shout out to Brad. How are you, buddy? Hope you're enjoying this game today if you're watching it, and good luck in your game.
Yeah, he's an absolute legend, Brad. He loves telling everyone how many premierships he's won as well, just like Joey, so they go hand in hand as Jerome Haynes gets in by the looks of it.
Looks like Jerome Haynes, as you called there, Dave, has got the second try for the Bulldogs here. Jerome Haynes has picked up the Bulldogs' second try. Kick to come, 30-8, 13 to go in the match.
Got some lovely footwork about him, Jerome. Played 5'8" for us last year. Look at that, bang, bang. And Paul Swatto was stuck in a bit of mud there. He didn't have much footwork there, so it might be a bit too late for the boys, I think. But great work there by Jerome, and I guess we can see a little bit of what Curry have to offer. It's just a bit disappointing that they haven't had it all game.
So Ryan Walsh, that's his equation. You'll hear the fans. They tell the story. He's been able to convert the try. 20-point ball game with 12 minutes remaining. Takes the scoreline now to 30 points to 10 on Saturday afternoon football. Don't go away at the conclusion of this match. We'll have Dave Dryden and everybody else down on the sideline pumping out the interviews. Also, Jake Hawkins will be down there as well. So we look forward to that one with our wireless technology here in the Newcastle Rugby League, taking it to a new level. Well, we think we're taking it to a new level. We hope we're taking it to a new level, Dave.
Mate, I think we have. I think last week was a good insight to show the viewers of how the Sheds are and what they get up to, and hopefully a lot of the other clubs can jump on board and let us in. I'm sure Ronnie will be happy to let us go into his shed.
Here's a good break down the sideline here from Curry. This would be good if he finishes this.
Oh, wow.
That's outstanding.
Oh, what a great try. Mark Walker. That's got to be the best Curry Bulldogs try we've seen in 2017. What a try that was to Mark Walker. I want to know how many times we're about to see this replay. Put his name up in lights. Listen to the crowd over there at the bar. Take a look at this. Beautiful footwork, beautiful in and away. Chipped over the top there of Mitch Manson. Got the ball back, and he had the try line in front of him. Sensational effort, David Dryden.
Yeah, mate, it really was. It was good vision there from Benny to come blind, and was a great offload off young Time. And, mate, I wanted to see young Mark in a bit of space, and he was. There's great little bit of individual brilliance there, and a great little bit of black magic that's going to get the Curry boys back into the game. So, we'll see if they can peg it back a little bit more and give Adam Bettridge a bit of stress. See if he chokes on them cigarettes he loves having.
Well, I don't know about you guys and everybody at home, but let's go back a couple of years. What was it, 2013? Didn't that have shades of brilliance when the Bulldogs actually came back from a similar margin and pipped the Macquarie Scorpions 4 seasons ago? With 9 minutes remaining, we've got a 16-point ball game. Saturday afternoon rugby league here in the Newcastle Rugby League. It's hitting it up now to Big Campton. Runs straight into Cantor. He's not done yet. The Curry Bulldogs. Here's the pendulum swifting their way. This is Brady Hammond. Drop down just short of the 40-metre line, but he's seen a tiny knock-on stare. That happened right in front of our man down on the sideline, Jake Hawkins.
Yeah, that's unfortunate there. I was nearly going to cross up and say Macquarie look out on their feet. So Curry have give it back to them there. And I thought they were in for a show there for a bit there, Curry. I thought I wasn't going to write them off, but 7 minutes to go, I'd say Macquarie will hold on here.
What a shot that is, taking the viewer right into the scrum. You could see the hair follicles there. This is Varvey Eli. Hyde looking around. Options left and right. Works it to the left-hand side. Finds Subner. This is Randall Briggs. Angling it down inside the 20-metre line. Hyde again, finding Subner. Turns it away. This is Russell. Pops it out the back to Hyde, keeping it alive. Jeffery straightens the ship, and he's going to be dropped down there by Campton. 10 metres out from the line. 7 minutes remaining on the Bar TV Sports scoreboard. Saturday afternoon rugby league with Dave Dryden and Jake Hawkins live out of the graveyard. They cut out one. It comes away now to Briggs. Manson, he offloads it. What a ball! They're over. Varvey Eli. What about the pass out the back door? We need to see that again on the replay. That was impressive, Jake.
Matt Gidley flick Tahu try. That's what it reminded me of. It was outstanding play by Macquarie. And again, 34-14. They've just blown the game out.
Yeah, really good try here. Hyde just jumps out. Early ball to Briggsy. Cantor, and then look at that. That's a no-looker. I think Tyson would have had many more than that. Thiessen, sorry, wouldn't have had many more tries like that.
So 6 minutes remaining. There's the try scorer. Varley Eli. Just getting congratulated there by centre three-quarter Nathan Cantor. Well, that's the equation. The camera can't go much wider than this. Right out on the 20-metre line. Right in on the chalk. As the crowd from Curry watch on. He's feeling it. But enjoying the try-scoring ability of the Macquarie Scorpions here this afternoon.
Backing him in, Pete.
I'm feeling confident.
Yeah, I
Jake,
reckon he'll get it.
You feeling the tingle?
Yeah, in.
It's coming around. Oh,
we jinxed him.
We've jinxed him.
Unlucky, Briggsy.
Very unlucky. So what do we got now? Just on 5 minutes. Well, Dave Dryden, in a few moments' time, he'll be going down the ladder. The microphone's just down there and the camera downstairs. And Dave will be joined by the Bar TV Sports commentary side in interviewing a few of these players. We'll try and get a few interviews before they head into the sheds. We don't want our transmitters to cut off. We know that they work and work to they're most effective when Dave's on the mic interviewing his players, interviewing his friends, and And Jake saying, what about me? What about me? Well, you're on there too, mate. Don't worry, don't worry.
Was it What About Me?
Please,
It isn't
please,
fair.
please
Can I
don't
sing
do
it,
that.
Jono?
No, mate. Leave the singing for the voice contestants on Channel 9. that was dreadful.
Just giving the viewers what they want, mate.
I've had enough now. I want my share.
Of course you do, Pete. Now, look, this game is obviously blown away now. 4 minutes to go. Curry should just try and keep them under 40 so it looks a little bit respectable. But we'll see what happens here.
You can hear the thump of the leather right on the back of that kick. Here's our try-scoring machine. Still can't get over that. Mark Walker. Sensational individual try. In the 68th minute of Saturday afternoon rugby league. As we head down into the final 3.5 minutes. So the Scorpions coming off a Football 3 weekend last week. They've come up here, put on 20 points against Curry.
So don't forget, lads, we've got that man of the match to choose today and brought to us by 2285 Barbershop. So, and on that, any local Newcastle boys needing a haircut, get down to Cardiff on the main road there and jump in and see the lads there at 2285 Barbershop.
Lads and ladettes, isn't it, Jake?
That's it.
And how good's the Dushun House as well in Beaumont Street, parked around different suburbs of Newcastle.
Watch for a little cheeky move here, Ryan and Jaron. They might have something on here.
This is Nick Howe. Good ball. They're going to get there. Ben Wyborn. Oh, he's lost it. I don't know about that. Let's have a look at a replay.
Curry boys have had a few rough calls, I think. See how bit hard to see from there, but he looks like he's got that down from this angle. Great work by Time. He's probably been one of the standouts for Curry. I think he's a really strong ball runner. It's definitely been one of Curry's best with that man there, Benny Wyborn. And I thought Mitchy Cullen, number 13, I think he's been pretty tough up the middle, along with Campo. So a few of them boys can hold their heads up high.
Who do you think will be our man of the match, Dave? Who do you want to give it to, mate?
Oh, mate, I'm not sure. I think if you ask Jake, it's probably going to go to Briggsy. But yeah, mate, he's probably a pretty good candidate. I actually think Thiessen off the wings had some really good carries and showed a lot of great footwork to put his case forward. So, mate, that'd be mine, I guess, Thiessen or Scotty. I don't think we're going to get an interview out of Scotty, but
here's a late penalty to the Scorpions. We'll let you guys battle it out for our man of the match. Thanks to a number of sponsors getting on board in 2017. Of course, our match official sponsor is Tui's in the Newcastle Rugby League, along with the Dushun House. And we're giving away haircuts here on Saturday afternoon football too, thanks to 2285 and Jake Hawkins getting behind that initiative. So not long on the clock to go. 32 seconds remaining. So stay with us. We're about to head onto the field in a minute to interview the players of the match. Scotty Briggs picks it up, floats it back on the inside and says, Andrew, you go along and score the late try.
looking after his mate there, looking after his mate, I think,
And
Scotty.
that is why, ladies and gentlemen, I'm good at picking man of the matches. Scott Briggs, there again, inside try. Beautiful play.
So Dave Dryden's going downstairs. Jake Hawkins will be downstairs in a moment, joining him for our on-field interviews. But the siren, as you heard has blasted in the background. And on the PRD nationwide Curry Bulldogs scoreboard, the visitors leading by 38-14. Here's the kick from right in front from Scotty Briggs. He eats them up for breakfast, doesn't he? And that is full time after round 7 of our Tui's Newcastle Rugby League Saturday afternoon football. It's full time with the Macquarie Scorpions running out winners over the Curry Bulldogs by 40 points to 14. How do you wrap that one up, Jake?
Gee, it was a nice physical game today, Pete. I guess the scoreline doesn't really show how close that game was. But again, Macquarie are too strong and too physical for Curry.
Okay, well, Dave Dryden, as we speak, is going out onto the field. And next week, don't forget, it is the weekend off for every other club going around except the Macquarie Scorpions and the Central Newcastle Butcher Boys. It's the spare weekend. The Macquarie will host Central at 3 o'clock on Saturday at Peacock Field. So stay with us here on Bar TV Sports.
If anyone's around tomorrow, jump down to Harker Oval and come watch the Pickers play West.
Fantastic stuff. Big afternoon for football. They haven't come off with the 2 competition points.
Would
but
we be able to get like some footage of Dave Dryden walking out there?
With his boot.
Yeah.
There he goes now. There he is.
How can that figure be spraying me all game? Look at that. I don't need to say any more. It's on your screen. Nah, good bloke. Does a good job, Dryder.
Yeah, he's doing a good job. He's just trying to get a few of the players before they go out and have their showers and head back out on the freeway to Toronto. Looks like it's a bit of a race against the clock as Dryder. Is he going to hop the fence, do you think, Jake, or is he going to take the shortcut and go through the fence?
I don't know. The athletics talk before. I don't know if it's a spring boot. Might help him jump.
Back in the day at the Wallsend Athletic Centre.
Well, Skippy,
that's where he
Skippy
made a name
Dryden
for himself, I'm hearing. So Dave Dryden doing his best to cull in a few of the players before we leave our coverage here tonight on Bar TV Sports. He's taking it to the people, our Dave Dryden. Look at him, Jake. He's heading up the hill. He's just trying to pluck out whoever he can pluck from the hill.
Hey, he's not bad, Dryder. He gets in among the people. He's calling himself the people's champ, so likes to chat. I'm sure they'll enjoy talking to him.
So there he goes, just up the hill now, Dave Dryden.
While we're on, we'll make sure everyone tunes in on Monday for a Mad Monday League wrap up for the week. We cover all regions, so if you've missed any games, you'll get all the information on our Mad Monday wrap.
Yeah, how's that been going, mate? The bar and Paul going good?
Yeah, it's been outstanding. Just from a little meeting we had and thought that we needed to wrap up all the games, and we had a fair good viewers. So and now we've been in talks with Till Cider. They're going to jump on board for a sponsor. So everything's looking up at Bar TV.
Fantastic. Well, stay with us. Dave Dryden's just doing his best to go into the sheds. Just asking our producer now, are we getting any vision from the sheds at the moment? No, I'd say you'd have to pull out and come out. We're just getting a black signal at the moment. Yeah, so mate, who are you going to award the man of the match to anyway as Dave tries to do his best to...
I think everyone would be able to say it for me. I wrapped him enough during the game. But yeah, Scotty Briggs will get it today, and he'll get a haircut voucher from 2285 Barbershop in Cardiff. So I'm sure he'll enjoy that. Getting a free haircut off Brian Dowd's shop there. But yeah, he deserved that today. He played really well and led his team around the park. So, that showed on the scoreboard, 40-14, just dominant.
And of course, the Dusshund House Man of the Match voucher as well. Well, how good is this? David Dryden has been able to go inside the Macquarie sheds, and he's been able to come up with an interview that we're just standing by right now on Bar TV Sports. So David Dryden just in position. It's pouring down with rain too, isn't it, Jake? But let's go down now to Jake Hawkins, and he's with one very Macquarie. Who's he with? I don't even know who's he with. Who's he with? Dave Dryden's got Briggs with him. Over to you.
With Scotty Briggs, the 5'8" for Toronto Scorps. He's our Bar TV Sports 2285 Man of the Match. So congratulations, Scotty. Mate, how's that? How's that game? How did it feel?
Yeah, mate, it's always tough, can't beat the courage. The crowd gets very vocal. But it's good to get away with the points. So we'll take the 2 points.
Yeah, so like you said, it's always tough coming up here with the old boys' day. So that's a great win. How was the banner going down there from them? Was it pretty vocal?
Yeah, mate, especially the kicks from the sideline. They always get pretty vocal, so I started to concentrate. But look forward to Central next week at home. So it's always good to win away on the away game. So yeah.
Nice. So obviously that didn't affect any of your kicking. I think you only missed the one or two in the second half. So that was well done, mate. Just for next week, tough game against against Brad Murray and Barney. You're thinking it's going to be a little bit easier than today with the Butcher Boys?
Oh, they've recruited well, mate, in off-season, so that'll be tough all across the park, especially with I was going with Jake Finn. So be out for a big one, but yeah, we'll have to bring an A game at home and hopefully get the 2 points against them. Yeah,
nice. It'll be a nice little tussle there. I think Stevie Gordon's in the 6, so a bit of a friendly rivalry there. It'll be good to go up against Stevie again.
I didn't know he's playing 6. He hasn't played 6 for a while, but it's always good playing against Stevie. We've had ups and downs on the field, but yeah, what happens on the field stays. He knows that. We're good mates off the field, so all good.
Yeah, 100%, and that's what it's about. So, mate, congratulations on the man of the match. You played very well and enjoy the free haircut. Go down and see Dowdy and his crew down there. And I think I'm going to hand you over to Pete or Jake.
Yeah, well, that pretty much wraps up our coverage, mate. Good game.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.
Enjoy that. Yeah. And I think also you've got a Dusshund House Man of the Match voucher coming for a free meal in Stein, so you're all set for the week.
Yeah, I need it too.
Okay, well, you get back in the sheds. Looks like it's pouring.
Thanks, mate.
It is pouring, isn't it, Dave? But I'll tell you what, with a headlight, where do you go? Just quickly, before we give out the voucher, who do you usually go and get your head cut with?
To be honest, I cut it this morning. Myself.
You do it yourself?
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
So,
brilliant.
I must give this to my son, I think.
All right, then. Okay, mate. Well, good win today, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks. Cheers.
Okay, well, Dave Dryden, second week, mate. I think we might see you again next week.
Mate, that'd be good. I like it. I'm free next week. We got the buy, so, mate, more than happy to come help out. So it's out at Toronto, you said?
Toronto.
What, do you get a nice air-conditioned box up there too?
We do.
Yep, sweet.
Yep.
Count me in.
Prawns, caviar, all that sort of stuff.
Exactly what we got today.
Yeah, exactly, but even more.
Yep. Oh, even better.
Yeah.
Hope it's not from the creek out the back there, but...
It is, actually. Maybe not. We'll think about it.
I'll have a feed before I come out.
What about this bloke? Do we bring this bloke along for the journey as well?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, we should. See, he done a good job down on the sideline, and, he's might have to wear some shoes next week.
Get a load of this.
Cold.
Have a look at this. This is what they do in Wollongong.
Oh, it's just the country coming out of me. Just enjoying the weather. It's raining. Just makes you think I'm at the beach. So I just chucked on some thongs and slide down the sideline.
Have a look at this. Have a look at that. Eh?
You're a wizard, Harry.
Eh? That's what happens when an elbow hits you, huh?
Yeah, I guess that's what happens when you get cheeky.
You two guys tomorrow, hey? Maybe not together, but both sides locking horns. What do we expect?
Yeah, well, I guess for us, we've just got to turn up and play good footy. We've been thereabouts, but it's not good enough. We've lost a few games, so it's a tough opponent. And they're at home, and they're good at home. They're like Macquarie, so again, we've just got to take it to them and see what happens.
Dave, you're not giving much away, mate.
Nah, mate, I won't. I'll keep that for another day, and I'll keep that inside Goss for myself. But mate, I can't wait. It should be a good tussle. Big Tilsey against Mark Tafur, so that'll be a really good clash. There's a fair few games of NRL experience there, and mate, Luke Dawn, I haven't really seen much of him from over in the Super League as well. So I didn't even really know he was an Aussie until he signed at Maitland. So I heard he's playing 7. So tough task for Sammy Keenan and the boys, but mate, I'm sure Matty will have them all switched on and raring to go for welcoming the pumpkin pickers into the bird game.
I'm sure he will. All right, well, we'll see everybody next week. I hope you've enjoyed the big day of coverage on Bar TV Sports today. You just caught up with the score. The Rebels actually went down for the first time to Monaro earlier today as well. So we'll look forward to your company next time when we do it all again right here for the Tooheys Newcastle Rugby League right here on Bar TV Sports. We'll see you next time.